Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress, and this is your daily dust for Friday, February 2nd if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's a timeless reading. However, I am counting down to Valentine's Day, and I'm using all my romantic decks. And it's not complete without the romantic tarot. So let's use this one today. This one's a nice deck too. It's Low Scarbeo, so it's in the tuck box. And the meanings are a little bit different from traditional meanings of the Rider-Waite-Smith. Some variances, not too different. But I like that, you know, it gives variety is the spice of life. Alright, so let's see. One more shuffle and then we'll pick 3 cards from the middle. See what we get. We have, very nice, the 3 of Wands. That's kind of what I hear her saying. And wow, 4 of Wands. It's kind of like bachelorette's party and then the wedding. Okay. And the this is the World. The World card, so beautiful. And then the baby, comes the baby, and it, you know, it takes a lot of work. This one's a very unusual World card. I've never seen it kind of depicted like this. So let me set it all up and zoom on in, and then we'll get you messages. So 3 of Wands in this deck is called the Queen Bee, and it's all about expectations and boundaries and all of that. But I feel like before somebody becomes committed, it's like that final exploring the field kind of thing, or it could be literally the bachelorette party before the wedding for some people out there. But also metaphorically, it could mean, you know, enjoy, date, enjoy the single life, enjoy meeting people before you decide to commit to someone. And then the 4 of Wands is saying that there's a celebration here, and that kind of like you're victorious, like you finally made it to a specific goal. Now we're, you know, socially brought up to think of marriage as kind of like an ultimate goal thing to do, right? You find love, and marriage is supposed to be what you do. And whether you believe in that or not, you can take this card to mean some kind of goal, some kind of destination achieved, you know, something to celebrate for, something to be excited for. Even if you don't believe that the final destination is marriage for you, or that it should be exalted so dramatically, as, you know, like romanticized, and, you know, as if all your troubles will go away if you're married, which is not true at all. But marriage has a certain comfort to it. It has a certain structure. It has it feels nice. It feels good. It feels safe. It feels committed. You know, that committed just makes you feel safe and comfortable, like ready to go the distance with a person, and that feels great. So even if you're not actually getting married, you could be feeling that kind of energy, like this, ready to keep going with this person. Wherever it takes you, you belong to each other and you feel committed to each other. But with the World's card, it really does feel like a completion, like you finally got here. And the World card represents union. You know, it was a long road, but worthwhile, because now it's just ecstasy. It's that feeling of completeness. And just like I said, whether it's marriage or not, it feels like a unified energy. You know, you get that when you get that in any area of your life, whether it's work or love or anything else, when everybody's working together in a unified way, and you feel like you can complete something, and you feel accomplished, you feel goals met, you feel happy about the outcomes. You feel ecstatic. And some decks, the World card represents rapture and and travel too, and exploration and journeys. And so marriage doesn't have to be that traditional kind of thought that, ball and chain and now you don't get to do anything fun anymore. Marriage could actually be the liberator of what you wanted in your life, a way to have a commitment and be connected with somebody, and then launch from there, explore the world, go places where you didn't think you could go before. Sure, you could do that when you're just a dating couple, but by being married, it's almost like kind of you feel like an invincible team now. Like you have this protective energy around you. You have a bond energy. You're binded together. You belong together. You're knitted together. You're union. That's what union is. It feels like too. It could be that divine union for some people out there when it comes to even twin flames, high-level soulmates. You're feeling like this is it. This is the union that I've been looking for. You could be feeling this today, or this could be something that happens today that clues you into a future event. And also it helps you to see perspective, like what are you in for when this actually happens, so it will be some work with it too. It won't be just peachy keen jelly bean and everything is fine and happy. Sometimes we romanticize marriage as, okay, I'm married now and everything's fine, but it's still work, right? It's still, after the marriage comes a lot more things to do and see and be, and more goals and sometimes challenges. That's the way life is, but it's sometimes it feels a little bit lighter and easier when you're facing these challenges with somebody that you truly love and you feel committed to, and they're committed to you. And so it kind of gives me happily ever after vibes. It really sounds like the song to me. It's like first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Sarah with the baby carriage or something like that. It's like, they have the child here, so that could also mean that the children come after the marriage, which is really sweet too. But also it could mean, this kind of gives me a little bit of Three Pentacles vibes, where there's like three parts to this energy. You, another person, spirit, babies, projects, whatever. Like you are working together and in harmony with somebody. And it could be platonic. For some people it could be like a work partnership too, something like that. So lots of things here, but I feel like the romantic aspect of this reading is quite obvious. Bachelorette party, wedding, and deciding to have a family and with kids, and taking on that glorious burden of making a home and making a life together. And what an adventure. All right, and by the way, Pumpkin jumped in my lap and gave me some kisses, so I think that's always a good sign. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.